37 years ago, the U.S. Navy cemented its long relationship with the city of Albany by christening a nuclear submarine named for the capital city. Its mission to patrol and protect the underseas from enemy forces and acts of aggression. I found out personally, life aboard a submarine is cramped, lonely, and unlike any other life you can imagine. And that's my rewind tonight. A successful submarine is one you never hear about. It slinks along among the marine life, and even if you know where to look, finding a sub at sea is like looking for a hole in the water. But on June 13th, 1987, a 138,000-pound nuclear sub was clearly visible, docked in Norfolk, Virginia, emblazoned with the name U.S.S. Albany. Local residents protested, upset that a sub with a nuclear bomb capability was named after the capital city. Then Mayor Tom Whalen was there for the christening.
Albanians have always answered their country's call to duty.
Secretary of State Henry Kissinger's wife, Nancy, was the sponsor of the vessel, launching the U.S.S. Albany with a bottle of New York champagne.
I christened the United States ship Albany.
Those cheers were just memories in February 2001 when I joined the crew for a 2-day tour of the depths of the Atlantic. By then, the 11-year-old sub had logged countless hours on the ocean floor, racing from hotspot to hotspot.
We can travel from one theater to another, and we can do so and change missions almost overnight. In this last deployment, Albany steamed almost 50,000 miles. Up-scope.
Submarines have been reliable and safe iron warriors over the years, doing all kinds of jobs, from drug interdiction to surveillance to warfare. When U.S. interests are threatened, it can arrive first and stay the longest.
If you read it in the news, typically there was a submarine there who was watching out for our interests.
The Albany was built for speed and stealth. Exactly a football field long, it's only 33 feet wide. The crew of 140 literally live on top of each other.
There are two words that are critical to life on a submarine. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me.
We deal with the elements. We deal below the depths, and we recognize the enormous crushing pressures of the sea as you operate at deep depths.
The Albany took part in a coordinated launch of a $1 million Tomahawk cruise missile with an astounding range of 1,000 miles. 9 other ships took part during mine deployment, recognizing, engaging, and destroying an unsuspecting target in 10 minutes. Despite that terrifying cargo, at any given time, a third of the crew is asleep because there aren't enough bunks for everyone. This is it, 6 feet long by 30 inches wide. Not surprising, the men call it a coffin. There is one perk, because there are few recreational opportunities and the crew's at sea for months at a time. Mealtimes become important for morale. So by military standards, the food is good, but the chow lines are long. There's even a slushy machine and a cappuccino maker. My trip aboard the Albany took place less than a week after another nuclear sub, the Greenville, ran into a Japanese fishing boat, the Ahime Maru, in the Pacific. The Greenville had also taken on civilian visitors who were actually using the periscope at the time of the crash. 9 people were killed, and that created an enormous scandal and put an end to those kinds of trips aboard government vessels.